YouTube, I'm back. This is Dez with another video. Happy to see you guys this week. I'm here with another sports vlog. And with that being said, it was an exciting week of football. I was able to watch some college and NFL. So with that being said, I want to start the video off with the Ravens. Of course, my team. Um, so the Ravens played against Dallas, and it was an exciting game. The Ravens pulled off their first win, which was in Dallas. I really didn't know which way this game was going to go, but of course, being that the Ravens is my team, I was going for Baltimore. Um, but it was a lot that went down this game. We did a pretty good job for 3 quarters. Is That's the best report card that I can give. We did great for 3 quarters. Uh, we beat them with the run. There was some mild passing, but we were supposed to beat them with the run. What I didn't like was the defense allowed 19 points in the fourth quarter. That was a no-no. We can't be doing that when that's something we can't do going forward. We can't allow teams to come back. So looking forward to our run defense and our pass defense for the most part. The pass defense, there was some sort of breakdown. Now, I heard Lamar say some things. I don't know if it was really our pass defense or he said some things about the coaches letting up off the gas. So I think it has a lot to do with the coaching staff, but the players should have been able to improvise as well. Also, with that being said, there was a lot going on with the refs. Now, I don't know. I've noticed two different teams where we're getting problems with the refs. Anybody that plays Kansas City, the refs are. It's like they're pushing for the Kansas City narrative of them three-peating, or Baltimore when Baltimore plays. It really doesn't matter who we play, but they're pretty much we're not getting any calls. And I'm not saying we're looking for the calls, but we're getting calls where they're trying to allow the other team to get back in the game or it's one sided. So, um, you know, so with that being said, the Ravens got their first win. So we're 1-2. We're in second place in the division right now. Pittsburgh's first place with they're 3-0. Then we have Cleveland and then Cincinnati at the bottom of the division. We have to do better than that to get where we need to be this year. But we are a team that gets stronger as the season comes along. Um, Moving along, the team that impressed me this week, because I got to watch quite a bit of football, and there was two games that really impressed me this week. Um, I would like to say it was my team, and they would have been at the top of that list until the fourth quarter. So I'm not gonna put them in that scenario this week. But two of the games, it was two games that impressed me. The first one wasn't even a NFL game. It was Colorado. Colorado pulled off an amazing victory. They only have one loss for the season so far, so they're off to a good start. But they rallied back. It was a great game where they were back and forth, and they ended up rallying back in the end to tie the game and take it into overtime, where Travis Hunter had a tremendous game on both sides of the ball, um, and it remains a big question of, is Travis good enough to play both sides of the ball going into the NFL? So that's a question I'm gonna ask you guys, and I'm gonna ask that you leave comments down below, and we'll see what we think about that before, because I'm pretty sure he's going in the draft, him and Shador, um, after this season. But my take on it is, yes, he'll go one or two. I'm not sure, but can he play both sides of the ball in the NFL? I think so. I don't think he'll be able to play as many snaps as he did in college, but that's with him being, uh, drafted by the right team that's willing to play him on both sides. So that's a question I have for you guys. What are your thoughts? Drop a comment down below. Just a reminder, I'm only a casual sports fan, so I don't know all of the stats and everything in particular about these games. I'm just giving you my take, and we'll go with that. With that being said, the second game of the week that impressed me, um, and it was surprising for me because I really don't even watch this team, even though they're local, was the Commanders. Got a chance to see them for Monday Night Football, one of the Monday night games, and their quarterback was amazing. And these guys pulled off a great win against Cincinnati. I did not call that win. Of course, I ended up rooting for them because I would like anybody in my division to lose, except for the Ravens. But um, it was a hard fought game, and they did amazing. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this quarterback, young black quarterback. He's a rookie. He did great. So shout out to those two games. Those were my game picks of the week that impressed me. With that being said, I want to go to my picks that I chose for last week. Let me click over here. Week 3. Out of my picks for the week, I ended up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I ended up 9 for 7. I got 9 correct, 7 wrong. And my total points that I chose for week 3 from the 2 Monday night football games um, that happened, which were Jaguars and Buffalo and Washington and the Bengals. I picked a total of 85 points for both combined Monday night football games. And I was way off because of the scores of the games. Um, with the Buffalo Jaguars game, Buffalo went on a tyrant. They beat 47-10, and then Washington ended up winning 38-33. Now, remember the scores, the total amount of points I chose was 85, and that was based on the total combined scores. I didn't expect both of the teams, two of the teams, to run up the score like that. So it was a combined total of 128 points versus my 85. So it was high, high scoring, but I was off. So, how did you guys do? Let me know. Drop a comment below, and this may be something we can continue on. With that being said, I'd like to give you guys my picks for this week. And let's pull that up. Scores. Let's go to week 4. So week 4, we'll kick it off with the Thursday night game. Dallas against New York. That'll be Thursday night. My pick for that game, I'm gonna go with, wow. Let's see. Dallas is 1-2, and the Giants are 1-2. The Giants are at home. I'm gonna go on a limb based off of New York's win last week, and I'm gonna say New York's gonna win this game. So I'm gonna go for New York. Then we move to Sunday. Sunday we have Start with the 1 o'clock games. We got the Saints and the Falcons, and they're playing in Atlanta. Wow, that's gonna be a good one. Even though Atlanta lost last week, it was to Kansas City, and I feel they only lost because of the refs. That was a game that I watched where it was basically Atlanta against the refs. Um, but the Saints took a loss last week, and did they? Yeah, they took a loss too. So I think they're going to be the hungrier team, and actually, I think it's going to be a great game. I just think the Saints will end up outscoring Atlanta. I'm gonna go with the Saints this week on that one. The next 1 o'clock game will be the Rams versus the Bears. I'm gonna pick the Rams on that one. No particular reason. Then we got the Vikings and the Packers. Wow. Um, the Vikings and the Packers. Minnesota's right now is 3-0. Green Bay's 2-1, and they play in Green Bay. I'm gonna say I haven't seen Minnesota start off the season this great in a while, so I'm gonna go with the Vikings on that one. We have Pittsburgh and Indianapolis for another 1 o'clock game. Pittsburgh is 3-0. I hate rooting for these guys, but I do not see the Colts upsetting them right now. Um, we move to Denver versus New York Jets. Um, Broncos are 1-2. The Jets are 2-1. From what I saw last week on the Thursday night game, the Jets were looking pretty good. I don't think Broncos are gonna be that team that knocked them off. I'll say they continue and get the win. We got the Eagles and Tampa Bay. Um, both teams are 2-1, and they play in Tampa Bay. The Eagles should be able to pull that off. I think they gained some confidence coming off their last win, so I'll pick them. We got Cincinnati and Carolina Panthers. Um, wow, Panthers are 1-2. The Bengals are 0-3. I haven't seen the Bengals start 0-3 in years, so I'm gonna say this is the game they get their first win on. I'll go for Cincinnati. And the last 1 o'clock game is going to be Jacksonville and Houston. I'm not a Jacksonville is 0-3. I'm going to say they're playing in Houston, and Houston is 2-1. Coming off the loss, I think they will. I'm going to go with Houston winning that one. We got Washington and the Cardinals for the first 4 o'clock game. Um, 2-1 for Washington, and the Cardinals are 1-2, and they're playing at the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with Washington. I think Washington's gonna pull off, give them their third loss for the season. We got New England and the 49ers, and they're both 1-2, but San Fran is playing at home, so I'm gonna go with San Francisco. That's another 4 o'clock game. Who else we have? Cleveland and the Raiders. Wow. Cleveland and the Raiders. Cleveland is coming off a loss. They're 1-2. So is Las Vegas Raiders. Wow. I don't know, guys. I'm gonna stay with the AFC on this one and pick Cleveland. And then we got Kansas City versus the Chargers. Kansas City's 3-0. San Diego is 2-1. I say the Kansas City is not gonna lose on this one. They got everything going their way right now. You got the refs. Um, they've been on the tear, so I'm gonna go with Kansas City. For our Sunday night game, wow, This one is hard. We got Buffalo against Baltimore. And I have to take my emotions out of this game. Baltimore is my team, and I shouldn't be going against them. But Buffalo's 3-0 right now. Ooh, man. And we play home. Baltimore plays at home. I'm going to say we stop Buffalo from getting that fourth win to hand them their first loss. Ravens playing at home and coming off the win. I think this has to be a game, a defining moment for Baltimore to show that we're making a run for the AFC. We're going to have to beat Buffalo to even consider doing anything to Kansas City or getting through this hard schedule. It has to start now. The schedule doesn't get any easier. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore. It's hard because Buffalo is not playing it and they're putting points on the board. But that's a primetime game and it's in Baltimore. We usually do good on night football games. So I'm gonna go with Baltimore. And then we move to the Monday night football games. We have Tennessee and Miami. For the first, it's a double Monday night game. We have Tennessee and Miami. Um, Tennessee is 0-3. They haven't won yet. Miami's 1-2. They play in Miami. Tennessee's gonna have to get their first win, or their season is tanked. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. That it has to be some upset somewhere. Then we have Seattle and Detroit. Seattle and Detroit. Seattle's undefeated, 3-0. Detroit's 2-1. They have one loss. Seattle is playing amazing. I don't even know who to pick for this one. Detroit is at home. They're looking amazing, but the difference between this year and last year is everybody know they're coming and they're playing up to the capability that they should be. Everybody knows what they're capable of now. Um, all right, Detroit, I'm gonna go with you giving Seattle their first loss. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to. We'll see. Don't let me down, guys. And those are my picks for the week. Let's see, total Monday night football points. You guys make your picks with me. Drop your comments below. But want to see how we do on our total points for Monday night. I don't think these out of these two games that are playing, I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring like last week was, where they get over 100 points. But I think somebody's going to run the score up a little. So I'm going to say the total points between the two Monday night football games, combined total points, is going to be 72. 72 is my pick. We're going to go from there. Make sure you guys leave your comments down below. Let me know what else you want to talk about. What are you guys watching as far as sports right now? Right now, I'm waiting to see, some different boxing matches or what we have coming. It is WNBA playoffs. Is anybody paying attention? Anybody watching? I haven't thus far. I gotta catch up and see what's going on with that. Right now, I've been occupied with football, and yeah, that's about it. You guys let me know. Remember to like, share, subscribe, leave comments down below. Tell a friend about the channel. And I'll talk to you guys soon. This is Dez Verified. I'm out.